Hello, Duro. That's my seat. When I was 20 years old, I had the most amount of friends in my life. There was like 5 different friendship groups and I'd jump between them every single weekend. But the only thing that we would do was drink. And even though I had the most amount of friends, I hate to admit it, but I was at my worst mental state. And human psychology is so complex because even though they were my friends at the time, when I started improving my life, I started losing friends. Just to give a bit of context, when I was 19 years old, I found out I got cheated on and I lashed out on social media. I posted on my story, if you're gonna cheat on me, at least do it with someone more attractive. And that post gained so much attention. I got so many followers on Instagram and so many followers on Snapchat. And I couldn't believe how fast the follower count was going up because I was in such a bad mental state. I was going through a real problem and real pain, and it was entertainment to most people. And that's no one's fault besides my own. I shouldn't have posted that, but I did. But I want to talk about the psychology behind it because that's when people were entertained the most. That's when I was getting the most attention, was when I was going through stuff. And from that post, I started getting more friends, but the only thing we would do was go out and drink. Those were not really true friends, they were associates. It was only people trying to get a quick escape from the world. And I remember the more I drank, the more I was living a hedonistic lifestyle and the more I was showing off downing drinks. I was getting more friends and I was getting more ads on Snapchat, and that was the most amount of attention I had in my life. And it was just from living like a chaotic lifestyle. But I was not happy truly whatsoever. And a strange thing that happened is when I started to go out less and I started improving my life, the follower count went down. I remember I posted a 2-year gym transformation and the follower count went down. And I remember just being in like, oh, like I've improved my life and it's upset people so much so that they've unfollowed me. I started posting more pictures of me traveling instead of out in the club, and my follower count went down even more. And then I found out one of the close group of friends that I had were talking shit that I started going to the gym, which is so disheartening because these are the type of people that I thought was a brotherhood. Like I thought we were there for each other and would do anything for each other and would always have each other's back. But the moment I started improving myself and going to the gym, they were talking shit. I remember when I found that out, I was just like, wow, these are my friends. If any of them improved their life, I would have been so happy for them. Like, great, that's excellent. Got a new job, you started working out, or you got a new girlfriend, that's excellent. But when I started just going to the gym, nothing else, just the gym, and it upset people, I didn't shove it down anyone's throat. I rarely talked about it. I just literally posted the results, and that's how I was treated. Then I was like, can I even trust anyone anymore? Like, I can't trust a whole group of people because they started talking shit about me going to the gym. Like, what else? If that's just going to the gym, what else can I not trust about anyone else? And that got me thinking, the best kind of friendships are the ones where it's usually one-on-one. It's not usually a group. The one-on-one friendships where you have genuine connection, those are the people to ride or die for. From that gym post as well, there were more strangers complimenting me than the close and personal people in my life. I did a lot of research on the psychology on this because I was genuinely curious why people were not talking to me as much as they used to when I started doing other things with my life. There's something called objects relation therapy. Basically, there's 2 versions of you. There's one in the real physical world, in physical reality, and then there's the second one. It's the idea of you. It's the idea that someone has of you and the perception of you. So for the most of my friends that I had in my early 20s, their idea of me was just going out, being chaotic and reckless and just drinking and clubbing and partying. That was their whole idea of what Jack was. But there was another side to me where I wanted to improve my life because I was not in the greatest mental state. When I started going out less and I started going to the gym more, eating more healthy, reading more and working more, that awoke something inside of them that just straight up pissed them off because that's not their ideal version of what Jack is. They hate what you awaken in them. They have so much potential, but yet they want to live a hedonistic lifestyle because it's so much more easier. If everyone else is going out every single weekend and drinking and just doing drugs, it's so much easier to do that than to do the actual proper hard work. It sucks at the time because I lost a lot of friends, but at the same time, were they really friends? They were more associates. And I also found out the friends that are worth keeping, that are worth doing things for. As with all the other ones, they were bringing in so much negative energy and it was better just to let it go. The biggest battle of humans is our ego, and we truly got to let that go. Those one-on-one friendships, I think they are so much more sacred because you can literally talk about anything. And those are the relationships that you got to try to keep as much as you can. If you've ever had a sacred friendship with someone where you can talk about literally anything and you've been through so much together, if you're having a petty fight with them right now, put the ego aside and just message them how they're going. Don't worry about if there's going to be a fight or a confrontation or what's going to happen in the future. Literally, just message them right now and ask how they're doing. The only thing stopping you from doing this is time. You're going to do this in months or years, just do it now. Save yourself the time. Also, remember, if you've had a friend recently that's seemingly been upset with you for almost no reason at all, that is because they hate what you've awakened inside of them. That's all it is. They've seen the potential in you and now it's awakened inside of them and now they have resentment on you. Don't fight fire with fire. Don't fight back with them. Don't have an ego. Don't be petty. Literally, just forgive them in your own head.